down.
Yeah. Back on live.
Yeah, we should be live back now. Sorry for any technical difficulties. If you missed out, it was BCU off a line out on the 5 metre. They took it out into the centres and punched it a hole through and scored under the post. Now Aston are here, tick off and actually put it down into put the pressure back onto BCU and see how they can cope with it.
Score now lying at Aston 19, BCU 7, and the restart there by Matthew Goodall was a good one. Nobody from BCU really putting their name on it.
Might have been held up here, we'll have to see. And they've gone for a clearance. It's not too bad from the pressure that they were put under. Aston can attack from the left-hand
good clearing
side.
kick that there from the BCU 9, relieve some of the pressure. Hopefully Aston looking to maintain the pressure and get another try on the board and really put the nail in the coffin.
Now I'm sure the forwards will be releving this opportunity. They want to have another go. They won't be happy that they conceded at all. They want to put the pressure right back on them.
Five-man line out there for Aston, not quite working.
They've got turned over. BCU are trying to exit their own 22 now. They're trying to run it up through the middle. Still not getting any sort of luck running through. Now the 10 is here to clear. See what he can do. Has it gone out? Oh, that's a great clearance there. Oh, and if you might have spotted that, that is our resident Spag on the touchline who had a wonderful one-handed catch.
Absolutely brilliant bits of techers there, with the ball in one hand and catching the other one clean in the air.
You couldn't ask him to do it with 2 hands, but he's just pulled off a miracle with 1. Now we have a chance for Aston to redeem themselves with a 5-man line out.
That's a much better line.
Yeah, that's great distribution from Henry. Really been able to get at the line. That's a great Harry. Oh, that's a great offload to Apu. And he's in. He's got great gas. He's got great gas. I don't know if it's been. Oh no, it's been knocked
on over the line. Aston panicking there. Needs to take these little wins, but that's an absolute wonderful break from Charlie Morrison. Max Hewitt linking up brilliantly.
That is beautiful. That's beautiful rugby. That's what they want to play. They want to play at tempo. Carved the BCU defence there, and the pressure's still on BCU. 5 metre scrum right under their post. They're going to have to come up with something to exit here.
Aston going to look to go out this scrum, really put the pressure on. Campbell dropping deep for the kick return. Hopefully he can spread his legs and put Aston back in the BCU 22.
Interesting tactic here by Aston. They're only leaving 1 person back in the backfield. I obviously believe that they might run it up, which they have been doing all game, to be honest. And they do, in fact, get a clean scrum, and they have kick clear. It's just outside the 22. They've done well there to relieve the pressure from there. Here we go, Aston to have another go at first phase. Just a reminder, we're on Facebook, on YouTube here, recorded, and if you do miss anything, you will be able to re-watch it. Aston have resorted back to a 7-man lineup. Yeah. Gone down the middle, a great dart there.
The line out.
And that's great distribution. They've really been able to get out wide here. That's where, unfortunately, there's a lot of space out there which not been able to capitalise on.
Ball's gone backward. Oh, my apologies. The ball had gone forward there. Felt like the ref had called it backwards, but he really hadn't.
Scrum's been solid for both sides. I was expecting a bit more of possibly a loose fitting game as we were out there earlier. The ground was quite soft, so it's good to see that both packs are staying up and contesting for the ball. bit further up the pitch, and we assume BCU will carry the ball up here and not kick away.
Good solid scrum that from BCU.
Yeah. And eight's picked. He hasn't made much yards, but he's moved the defence. Someone sniped and goes, made 5 yards down the middle.
BCU looking to just calm the game down, relieve some pressure, and set themselves.
Yeah, it's good line speed by Max and Ed. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get the first hit.
Good leg drive that by the BCU 12, kept them going.
That's a great shot by Charlie Morris.
Charlie Morris there on the
and want to make sure he's okay.
Might have just knocked himself out though. Want
to make sure he's okay here. Safety is ever more important now. Want to make sure.
Call him up for a HIO, but just make sure he's French. Apologies for that dreadful bit of chat. For those of you unsure what's going on at the minute, Charlie Morris going down with what looked like a slight head injury after a big chop on the big BCU prop. Sorry. So hopefully just make sure he's all right, make sure he's not concussed, and he'll get back on with the game.
I'm pretty sure both teams won't enjoy this stoppage and play. Both teams will actually want to get back on the scoreboard, put some more pressure on the opposition. It looks, thankfully, that Charlie's okay. He's walking this way, so he might just be coming off for a little assessment.
Charlie will be really upset with that. He's been looking forward to this varsity game for a while. Hopefully he'll be able to get himself back on the pitch, but a good substitution coming on for the pitch now.
Here we have, and we have, not too sure who's coming on right now.
Sam Gray coming on the pitch. I'd imagine he'd go onto the wing, and Liam Sampson will now slot in at 8. So that's Sam Gray onto open side winger, and Liam Sampson to slot in at 8 to replace the injured Charlie Morris.
And when we say open side winger, I mean left-hand winger.
For Aston Uni, the replacements, on comes number 22, Ray.
He's got.
And for BCU, there's also been a change.
I'll tell the commentators.
Yeah, but no, just
16.
Here we have. Oh, I don't know what's happening in Scrum. I'm not an expert at the Scrum. I still well away from that when I can.
As a resident forward on the touchline, I'll take over a scrum and line out time. Apologies for Will Cope's lack of knowledge. He's a back. So I do believe the ref called that one up for both front rows, both sets of front row coming up. So we just reset the scrum. It'll still be a BCU put in, and hopefully the front row can just keep their heads down and drive straight. Much better scrum that by both teams there. BCU coming back inside. Nicely, cleanly tackled there by Liam Sampson off the back of the scrum.
It's another strong carry there by BCU, except they're not making the ground that they really should be wanting to make. And they've turned it over. Ed has spotted some space in behind to put pressure on. Now Six has got there. Now we're chased by Liam. Oh, and Liam has been gassed all around the outside, but he was not able to get out the 22. Pressure still on BCU to clear their lines. He's gone back to the 10. He's going to have a go here. It's hard to clear from here. Oh, and it's not a bad effort from where he was. And they've played quick. They've played quick from here. Campbell's got this, and he's going to step him. Oh, and I called it there, and he's gone down the left-hand side. Oh, he's beat him out the left-hand side, and he's going to chip through. And, oh, unfortunately, the guy's still there. He's just got off the pitch, and there's two of them there. No. And it's only a high tackle because of the collapsing player. We also have Pooh down here. Max Hewitt on the floor here.
Campbell lucky with that one. The BCU player ducked into it, but unfortunately the new law is saying even if the player's ducked into it, you have a responsibility to look after the player on the floor.
It's been a great half so far. That's what we want to play. Saw Ed there. He really loves playing at tempo, and this is how the best they play. arguably not the biggest backs in the world, but my God, they can shift the ball from side to side and run round teams. They've done that all season and showing it here tonight. Max Hewitt looks all right. Still got a penalty from BCU, be able to clear their lines and regain possession. Just having a little huddle here to regroup themselves after what's been quite a frantic. You can see Ed giving a team talk.
Just looking to calm down the Aston nerves a bit. They've been under a little bit of pressure from BCU. Started strong, and BCU just starting to try and get a foot back in the game. Aston will be looking to shut that out, and like I said earlier, just put the nail in this coffin, shut this BCU team off early, and just keep up the pressure.
I believe we're going to have a change here.
For BCU, number 22, Mr. Holmes is coming on, replacing number 12.
And now Max Hewitt has come off because of a head injury, I believe. He's getting treatment on the side of the pitch. And James Roberts is coming onto the pitch, number 21. He's a very versatile player. He's played in all sorts of positions, forwards and backs this season. We'll see what distance the BCU number 10 can get from here. He's gone for distance.
Arguably not a lot.
And it was a bit harsh by the linesman there, but lovely game of rugby. You don't argue with the refs. They'll still be wanting to get out of their half.
Real credit to Aston's D this, keeping BCU in their half. They won't like this, trying to play out their own 22. It's all they've done all game. They scored one try, and Aston just looking to keep up that pressure.
Interesting six-man line-out they've gone through. And not straight, and now we have Aston has regained possession of the ball, and they're going to look to attack from this position. Just outside the 22 on the left-hand side, 15 metres out from the sideline.
Things like that, BCU will be looking to cut those mistakes. They just need to execute here. And unfortunately, the hook and the not straight throw, giving the ball back to Aston, and a great position for Aston to attack. You've got the whole field to play with.
Now we have Liam, who's normally a forward, wearing the number 11 at number 8. Hopefully he doesn't do any of Johnny May's tactics. Henry picks up from the back of the scrum. Oh, it's great hands by Callum to hold on to that ball from that inside ball of Goodall. Now we want a quick ball here. He gets out to Duncan, and he whizzes it wide. Campbell's there, and he's giving it to Stripes. Stripes is down the right wing. It's all him. And he's got a bit held up on the left-hand side, right-hand side.
Aston 5 metres out now.
They're going to want quick ball here.
Compose himself, be direct here over the gain line.
Yeah, and great carry. Let's hope they don't get held up here. They can still drive. I'm sure the knees have made contact with the ground. Yes, they have ball back. They have the ball back. They've chipped it out wide, and they're going to do the same. And Sam Gray's inside of the corner. He's in for the corner. Yes, Sam! What a try! That's what we want to see. Fling it from side to side of the pitch. That is exactly how Aston want to play.
Absolute seed from Duncan out the back there to Ed, and an absolute bullet from Ed. Lemonade, miss pass out the back to Sam Gray, who's put the ball down in the left-hand corner.
He saw his space and he's just put his foot down. He's gone absolutely hell for leather down the left-hand side and put it in the corner. Great finish. That's exactly what Aston wants to do. They really want to stop the rot. Been able to come back and put another score on Aston. On BCU, my apologies. Before this kick, it's 24-7. And unfortunately, the score remains 24-7. It's not even half time yet. Aston will keep building on the score.
Great restart that from BCU once again.
Great catch.
Well taken by James Roberts. Nice clean carry and nice clean take and a good
And he's
strong
made a
carry.
few hours out by working on the floor. That's great to see. Great distribution by Lawrence there. He's kicked into the infield. They're going to put pressure on the 15. I don't know what options he's got here. He's spotted some space in behind. Will that drop short? No, that's good. He's kept it in field. Oh, he's really whizzed it at that Campbell, but he's had great feet. Oh, he's had great feet here. Oh, look at him go. Nothing's stopping him. He's seen space in the corner. Go on, Sam. Go on, Sam. Sam's got there. He's going to keep it through. Oh, great football skills. Oh, great pickup. And he's got that all the way. He's 3 out. 3 meters out. Aston to the left-hand side.
Henry Good controlling the game well here. Big strong carry by
Jack Knox. And that's got to be over. That's got to be over the line. Oh, he's held up. Unfortunate.
Great carry there by Jack Hodgson, getting himself over the line, offering himself up. Absolutely great from Aston.
You saw great feet by Campbell there. Absolutely tore the BCU defence apart. That's what he can do. That's what he's been doing all season. Aston really want to set a platform here on the scrum and attack. Here we go. I wonder what they're going to do. If I was a backer, I would be demanding the ball here. The backs have absolutely dominated this game here.
Aston with a big scrum now, just set themselves here. BC will look to attack this. I think Aston have been on top of all the set piece. So hopefully between Matthew Goodall and Ed Saunders, they can whiz something out here, spread the ball wide and get that 6th try in.
From the way they've set up, it looks like Callum is going to be a ball carrier here, off Goodall. We should see Strum.
Big strong
great scrum. It's walking, it's still walking.
Big carry from Liam Sampson.
Yeah, and he scored! What a score!
For Aston.
Shows exactly what this team is about. Versatile players, able to score from everywhere. That's enough, or any points before half time here now. Another clean catch by Luke Warren. They made yardage there.
A strong carry
and they're spotted down the blind side. Oh, and there's another great offload.
Max Hewitt back on the pitch now. And a great carry as he comes back on at 7.
Someone's had another dart around the blind side, making yardage every single time. That's great front foot ball by Aston. Oh, great shot there. And they've got the ball away, And here we go. And they've all over the pitch. Oh, he's kicked it straight out, so that's scrum.
Line out.
Yes, indeed, it is a line out.
Aston looking to play there. Duncan with the ball over the top, showing what Aston are about, looking to spread the ball wide and really stretch this BCU defence. They've looked weak around the edges tonight, so hopefully that's Aston's game plan for us tonight. Just test the edges and test the fringes. I think Aston will set here for a 7-man, have a drive, bring the forwards in, and then let the backs keep playing off the back of this.
Seven-man line out here. It's a bit scrappy, but we retain possession of the ball. Liam's here. They'll want to set off here. Let's go wide here. BCU over the ball, but they've collapsed.
Great clear out that by Max Hewitt. Saw the BCU player over the ball.
That's a great carry by Harry Pegg.
Carry from Harry Pegg. Really come into the game now has the Aston forwards.
And BCU have stole that. Number 8 has stole that there. Credit to him. He's been trying to do that all game, and he's succeeded there. And he's gained the penalty, I believe.
Aston there with another penalty, unfortunately. They're starting to count up now. BCU's discipline really paying dividends for them around the breakdown.
He's kicked a touch and he's made good yardage there. They're going to want to attack from here and get back on the scoreboard. Otherwise, it might be a long evening for them.
Harry Pegg down there with what looks like a shin or an ankle injury. Hopefully he'll be able to keep that going because he's been a real asset to the team so far. Looks like he's jogging over, so he'll be fine.
Shame he wasn't able to participate in the team in his first year. He chose hockey over rugby, which is a very questionable decision, but you got to honour the man for coming back and finding his feet.
Arguably seeing the light and coming to the better club at Aston.
Want to also congratulate all the Aston sports teams for winning Varsity on, I believe, early Thursday or even Wednesday night. So credit to all of them for already putting everything to bed. We hear Ed kicking into space here now. There's a lot of space. The 15 is so far back all the time, and there's an early option. He's carried well there.
Good carry and a good chop there by Afro. Really put him down. He was full steam ahead. Was that 15? There's some great line speed by Aston coming up, putting some pressure.
Oh, that's harsh. That's harsh by the referee. I didn't think that was that late at all. What? Oh, I can't believe that. I found that very harsh by the referee there at all. Luke Warren has had to go off for a late tackle. I'd love to see that on the television match replay.
That's an absolutely shocking decision that by the referee. I think he's feeling a little bit sorry for BCU. Luke Warren's hit the 10 as soon as the ball's left his hands. Arguably a very, very harsh call.
BCU will have to kick from the middle of the pitch. They struggled last time to reach touch, so let's see what they can do this time. And I don't think they've been able to either this time. But the knock on, they have to react to the loose ball now.
I think Aston will take that. They've been better at scrum time, they haven't line out. So I think they'll put the pressure on this scrum and kill off that midfield attack. Aston getting down to 7 in the scrum though, as Luke Warren has been sent off in the second row. So the backs will have to put someone in to make up the numbers. BCU going to really try and put their foot in the game now. Big strong carry here by the 12 or 13. Really hope to put them over the game line and get some good front football.
It's a great platform here from BCU to really attack, get their forward back line into the game. They haven't penetrated at all. Got a big ball carry at 13 that they'll probably want to use now and try to punch a hole and get quick ball from that.
Wouldn't be surprised though if BCU needs to go out the back of this 13, use him as almost like a dummy runner. It doesn't look like they've set their backs up to run that way. So I think they've just used their 13 as a battering ram. I think later on in the game you could see him come out as a dummy runner and out the back of him.
Oh, they have used him, but he's been shut down.
It's a great tackle that by Matthew Goodall to chop the BCU 13 and stop him in his tracks.
Here we have, and great line speed by Aston. They've really been able to shut them off. A couple nice steps here, but someone's over the ball. I believe it was Liam, unable to actually get the turnover. They're still attacking down the right-hand side. Inside ball. They're really flat here. BCU are really flat, and they're not be able to get any line speed. No pace on the ball at all.
Good strength.
Good clean out. Liam's really trying to get this turnover. He's gagging for one now.
Aston really putting pressure on these breakdowns. Some of the BCU getting some quick ball, which is really good run breakdown. Aston setting deep. No.
Oh, there's that 8's picked and go and a snipe. He's made about 10 yards there.
Yeah, all BCU's 8 has been their main ball carrier all evening. He's made 3 or 4 breaks, making 2 or 3 metres on each break, which have been all BCU have really been able to take out of this game.
Another good shot by Lawrence Stanley. And the line speed, they're going to go up again. And they're a bit outnumbered. Oh, that's a great crunching tackle by Stripey George. His signature move. And I don't know what the ref has given there, but my God.
Straight off his feet, which is a harsh call. Campbell's gone straight for the ball and a great, absolute cruncher of a tackle from Stripey George. That is what he's known for.
George Lacey has been doing that his whole Aston career. Whether he put him at 15 or on the wing, he's even had a stint at 10. So he's a class player and he'll be lost next season for sure.
BCU probably going to go for a 7-man drive here, set themselves in the game and get that big 13 over the gain line.
They've set up with 6 in fact, with one of their front row as an acting 9.
Without a hooker though, so. Where's the hooker gone?
We'll see what BCU can conjure up here. to get set for a nice driving maul here.
Well to set that maul early. All of the
Ball's on the right-hand side. It might be strong here. Oh, and it's gone down. It's gone down. I think that legally. So we'll play on here. They're 5 metres out, 2 metres out, if that. They've tried to go around the left-hand side. Don't think he's made it from here. It's hard to really see.
Pickening.
Oh, it's great line speed. Great chop tackle there by Aston. They're really leaving the breakdown alone and getting line speed up and really putting pressure on this 10.
Great line speed that by Aston. Some really positive, dominant shots behind the gain line. Holding on in the
and they've won the penalty.
That's a great turnover there.
Relieved the pressure completely.
Great turnover from
Max
Hewitt there, doing what he does best at 7, over the ball. It's just such a brick to move over that ball. Great turnover.
That's the least thing BCU wanted to do at this moment in time. And that concludes, and it's half time. We'll just leave you for a bit, and we'll come to you before half time.
What a great first half.
So it was great first half by Aston. As you can see, the crowd in full support. They're going to come in, regroup, and I'm sure they're going to go out the blocks flying again.
A great first half from Aston, really showing what they're about. Done this all season, running teams off the park, and we're just getting ready now for the cheerleaders to come out. Aston going up first, a mixture of competition and display team, and hopefully they can replicate some of the precision and stunting, if that's what it's called, from last year. Stadium will keep the link up so you can see what's going on.
Okay, first on the field then is going to be the cheerleaders from Aston Uni. So a round of applause please for the girls. Here they come. Come on, make some noise. BCU fans. Let's hear it for the girls. Well done, guys.
BCU 7 and as Aston come out onto the pitch.
From what I can see, there's been no major changes since they left the pitch at half-time. Aston will want to kickstart another high-tempo game and really put BCU to the sword in the second half.
Aston kicking off here as BCU kicked off in the first half. So hopefully Aston really looking to get possession back as quickly as possible and really start applying the same pressure they did early on in the first half to BCU early on in the second half here. Matthew Goodall kicking off for us, and a big chase coming from Liam Sampson, Jack Hodson looking to either get the ball straight off the from in the air or put in a really dominant collision.
Duncan left-footed here, or he's gone low, made it hard for the BCU player to catch it, but he's done well and he's carried extremely hard. He's run over one of, I believe that was Ollie Brown.
Ollie Brown won't be happy with that at all.
He'll want to make up with that straight away.
Tackler, really strong over the ball. So the first
and look, they've turned it over straight away. They're going to want to play hot from here.
That might have been Ollie Brown himself making up for that earlier mistake.
And they want to whiz it around. Oh, edge round the corner. Another good restart here by VCU, but carried. Oh, great take by Liam, who's evaded the first tackle and 2 and 3, and he's and number 4. Come on, 5. Yes, and he's done it. Oh, it's got six people to take him down there, and they've spotted something down the left-hand side here again, or the right-hand side actually.
Cleaned up by Max Hewitt,
and another good carry there.
Strong carry from Max at 7. Looking to just calm the ball down now, get themselves set.
Oh,
Great out the back there pass. I'm sure that was.
There's a knock on here. Aston would have not wanted to concede territory here and give possession.
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 I do believe he's trying to say possession. Sorry for that. He's had a beer or 2.
So BCU have a great scrum here. Centre field, about 35 out here now. They'll want to set up to attack down the right-hand side. But they haven't been able to punch a hole through the Aston back line at all this game. So we'll see interesting what they've been able to conjure up in the team talk at half-time.
A great scrum that by BCU.
Oh, and they picked up and gone left. There is space here. There's space here behind. Campbell's made a great time. They should have taken the option down the left-hand side. There were 3-on-1. Now they go left, but it's slow ball and to the prop, who's not going to give that away, is he? Slow ball again, but there's no one at 1 and 2 on the left-hand side of the ruck there.
Great line speed from Aston. That's
nothing there, right? Oh, and they're going to want to go quick here now, or not? Referee spotted something here, and he's going to give a penalty.
He's offside there by Aston. Questionable that. I think Aston's line speed has just been far superior to what BCU have been able to cope with all game.
Now BCU must kick to the corner here. Penalties won't get them back into this game.
36-7.
And it's a good kick.
Luke Warren looking to come back on shortly after a sin bin for a very questionable decision by the referee. Luke Warren. Rolf.
So promising.
Sorry about that. Don't quite know what on there, but promising starts the second half there by BCU. Get himself into Aston territory. Look to execute off the back of this line out. Oh, a messy line out that by BCU. Well cleared up by Jack Hodson off the bat. A big tall man's managed to get his hand to the ball. Oh, charge down that there. Poor kick that from Henry Good. But oh, unlucky there by Matthew Goodall. pressure relief there for BCU. Mistake at the line out, then a mistake from Henry Good there's giving them the ball back to them. So I hope they can resurrect what they did at the line out by making some yardage off this scrum.
BCU in a very promising situation here. Left-hand scrum, 5 metres out, 15 from the touch on the left-hand side. They're going to look to carry. Sorry.
Put money on BCU's 8 making another big carry here. It's what he's done all game. Try and get himself right towards Duncan.
Especially after the last scrum that they had, and the 8 managed to pick up and go left. They won't want to happen that now. Looks like that might happen here. Matthews shifted to the left-hand side. Ball's not out yet, and they've gone left. Great tackle by Liam on the left. Right, and he's held up. More important.
No complaints yet. And Deck got done for cocaine and drunk driving.
That's a great tackle there. So only now just brought it down to his knees.
It's taken BCU 45, 50 minutes to get this tempo into their games. We need to keep
I think they've scored the try there.
They have there. The BCU 8 dotting the ball down over the line.
He's been their main staple player today. He's been the standout performer for BCU. Every sort of line break has been involved with. They're really going to try to peg back Aston now.
Great response that from BCU after a strong start from Aston. Aston making a few subs now. Ed Marsden coming off and Tom Aston coming on into their front row. Max coming off at 7 and James Roberts going on to the open side flank.
That's an absolute shift by Max Hewitt today. He's really put himself about today, as you might have seen in the and in true typical spirit. He's walking off with a smile on his face. And we have a successful conversion. It's been I don't know, quite end-to-end start to the second half, so interesting which way it's going to go now. We have a nice restart here from Matthew Goodall, and it's a much cleaner hit now, able to pounce on that ball. Oh, he's made a few yards there that Aston would not want to do. Not quite got the same line speed that they did. Well, I think Lawrence Taney's over that board. He's absolutely turned that over. That's a great steal. Absolutely brilliant steal. And they're going to go down the left-hand side. Liam's picked up the ball. He's going to shift it out. No, he's not. He's not going to pass it. He's learnt that from Lenders. Got to help Henry around this right. Clear this out. Oh, great carry. Great run by Tom Aston. Oh, that's all right. Carry on. Now they're going to on the back foot. Ed's going to go. Ed's going to go.
A great tackle.
Oh, great feat. Absolutely wonderful feat by our resident Aussie. Wonderful stuff.
Campbell's second try of the game there, mincing through the BCU team. Made them an absolutely rank amateur. Second try of the night for him. Unfortunately not met with the same fantastic swan dive that the first one was.
That's exactly the response Aston wanted. They've absolutely got the ball back. Brilliant turnover by Lawrence Tandy, who's been actually had a very good game so far. And that's turned the ball over, shifted to the side, and now really looking forward to put pressure back on BCU without conceding any more points today.
Aston looking to make some more substitutes, as I believe Luke Warren's warming up, Luke Armstrong getting himself ready to get on the pitch for Jack Hodson. Straight swap there in the second row, not lost anything there. Luke Armstrong just as worthy a replacement as Jack Hodson. Some good aerial abilities and a very good big strong ball carrier. Aston starting to build the score up now, really starting to tighten the choke on BCU and starting to rack some serious points up. Let's see how BCU can respond. Another good restart needed here by BCU to be fair to them, it's a really good restarts all night with their 10s. Left it for really good contention. Unfortunately, nobody's been able to put the...
Oh, I think that's just crept over the line, but it's knocked on by the 12. Aston have the ball, and they'll want to absolutely attack now.
Liam Sampson nearly getting his shorts.
That's a good carry by Squirrel, and they've spotted something down the blind side, and there's a great strike. Oh, unlucky. Stripes has spilled the ball into touch there.
A rare mistake that from George. Doesn't make many of them, so he'll
no, he's a very dependable person. You can count on him for anything.
He'll look to put that behind him and get on with his next job. Hopefully, another big line break or another big tackle.
It was a good spot by Henry down the right side. Unfortunately, just couldn't. Unfortunately, couldn't get hold on to that ball this time.
Big scrum now for Tom Aston, his first one since coming on. Hopefully, Aston will look to keep the pressure on scrum time, being really dominant at set piece.
This will be one of the heaviest front rows I think Aston have quite had in a very, very long time. You'll see as the number 9 puts the ball in. It's come straight back out, left-hand side, and they're going to reset. Money. That was quite an unsavoury kick there by Matthew Goodall, aimed at his own players. Hopefully he'll not do that again. The scrum's reset and the ball's been put in.
Much cleaner scrum by BCU.
Oh, they've gone backwards here. That's a scrum. That's a brilliant scrum by. Oh, they've won the penalty. They've won the penalty. Great scrum here.
Tom Aston really putting the ball back here. Really making a name for himself at scrum. That's exactly what he's come here to do.
You can
really
see
dominant in the front row, keeping the legs driving forward and putting BCU on the back foot after what looked like a good scrum from them.
You can really see the reaction of the players. They really enjoyed that. They always want to put one over BCU. You know, Campbell kicking to the corner. It's a nice kick, gaining about 25 yards. They're going to want to attack from here, let the Blacks play. Callum and Ed have really been dominant in the centres. And they'll want to do that again here. Liam, they've gone down to a 5-man line out here. So they might want to hit something up in the centres here now. We'll see as Liam and Squirtle are both in the... Ed still gets the pass away. And
replacement there from Aston that we didn't realise. Bauer has Rye come on for Luke Warren. Bauer will hopefully look to take over this line out and run it. He does an okay job of it, I suppose. And hopefully looking to
space on the right hand side. He's turned here. Stripes is on his bike here. Oh, it's gone out into play. Into touch. Apologies. But it's exactly what they wanted to do. Get out their own half, put pressure, make them play out of their own 22. So it'll be hard for them to score from here. Resorted to a 7-man line out here.
Balrat's going to look to try and get up in the air.
Oh, apologies. Now they've dropped it down to 6. They've used that all game, to be honest. And Squirtle's jumped onto that ball, and he's on Boston, and he's got through. Now they're going to really want to put the pressure on him with quick ball, and it's in Duncan's hands. He's got shifted out wide. Campbell's got a great pace there. There's going to go, and it's inside into Sam Gray. Sam Gray's with a chop. Oh, still going to play here now. They want quick ball again. Quick ball again. It's been stopped. Now Henry's going to want to get that ball back to his forwards.
A few afters there, a few handbags after the rut there.
I don't know what's been called. I think it's a penalty against Aston University here.
I think the ref's called going off his feet again there for Aston. I think BCU starting to get a little bit frustrated there. Campbell making a few good breaks and starting to realise they need to neutralise that threat.
That's a good, very tight angle there. Not been able to exit the 22. Here we have Callum, who's coming off now. He's had a great season. He's been a staple twos player, but what I can tell you, he always plays with a smile on his face. He's always won, and he loves rugby, so you can't fault him for that.
Liam going to the centres now, I believe, as they brought Aston.
Adam's come on now on the right-hand wing. And I think it's nice to see Stripey George is in at fullback, I believe, now. Now, there's been some sort of confusion. I think they're just waiting for the ball, I believe. Oh, I think it's the physio, actually. I think, who's that taking a knee? I think it might be Ed.
Sam Gray having taken a knee after that big tackle there after his break.
Few tired legs out there. They won't want to let up the pressure on BCU. They're best when they absolutely gunning ho on the BCU defence, putting them on the back foot, and then they can expose the space out wide.
BCU making some subs now. I'm not quite sure who's coming on for who, but hopefully they're going to try and make a bit more of an impact than the current players.
So we have a BCU line out inside their own 22. They're going to want to exit from here. They're not going to be able to cope with the pressure. I think Sam Gray has stayed on the pitch, and Campbell has moved into the centres to accompany Ed. Oh, and they've turned the, and I think it's James Roberts there with the carry off the back of the end of the line out. They're going to want a quick ball here to expose the space outright. Oh, and they'll come out the back on a strike move. Held it ball. Campbell's taking a big carry there.
Big dominant carry that from Campbell, got us over the goal.
Oh, it's a good clear out just by the two backs on the side. Henry there is going to be able to get clean ball down. Goodall's going to be watching that later, apologising to Liam for absolutely throwing the ball in his face.
Good covering tackle that by Barras. Stop the BCU from spreading the ball wide.
There's still a lot to get out. One of the rules, though, if it comes off your head, it's not a knock-on, so that's why we're playing on. They've tried to pick and go around the fringes of this ruck.
There's 1 or 2 metres there, but quickly shut down by Aston.
It's going to be hard to exit from here. Oh, hasn't made it. And they played it quick. Henry's gone. He's gone through. Oh, unlucky there.
Risky move that there by Adam as soon as he's coming on. Don't think Henry was quite expecting that, but
no.
He's done well.
It really shows the intent that these boys play with nowadays. They really want to play at every opportunity, really throw the ball about, because that's where they are best. The BCU 8 is, he's putting his hands in there. He can't do that. That's a penalty. He's just overstepped the mark there today. But my God, throughout the rest of the game, he's really put his foot forward. And he's conceded 10 more by back chatting to ref, and you really should not be doing that. And he's gone quick to squirts, and he's gone through, and he scored! Oh, a wonderful bosh there. That's a wonderful try there by our resident Pokemon fan, Squirtle. That's a wonderful try, that is.
Quick thinking that by Liam with the tap penalty. BCU not quite watching what they're doing, taking her off the ball. Quick tap penalty onto Squirtle with a big carry, a big bosh, and then dotting the ball down over the white goods.
It really shows that, you know, once you put pressure on a team, it's really hard for them to get out there in 22.
All come from that quick thinking there from Adam Thurgood. The quick line up, putting Aston on the front foot and just stopping BCU. Matthew Goodall lining up this conversion now.
Now here we have Matthew Goodall with the conversion. He's been hot and cold all day, so we'll see how this one goes. Oh, and unfortunately he's just hooked it right.
Matthew Goodall won't be happy with this performance off the tee tonight, but around the park he's more than pulled his weight, both in attack and defence. Chops left, right and centre, and some really, really good, strong attacking play.
Whenever he has some time, I'd be very happy to give him some pointers on how to improve his kicking game off the tee. And just before that, we just saw Afro has come back onto the pitch for Harry Pegg. So obviously he has a few more runs in his legs now, so let's see what he can do. That's a good catch by Liam. He's really going to go at the BCU defence. Oh, he's really ramped up some speed there. He's got through the first tackle. He's ran over the number 10. He's made another 15-yard.
A good, strong 15, 20 metre carry there from Liam.
They got to go. Good spot by Ed. Yeah, Doug's, great hands by Dyko.
Here goes James Roberts again.
He's got to give
2
it to
on 1 on the
Stan.
outside.
He's the world's slowest man. World's slowest man. Oh.
James, Adam Thurgood just putting the foot in touch there.
That's a great bust by the world's slowest man on the right-hand side.
Needed to come back inside there, Adam Thurgood. James looking for the inside ball, but just not switching up play there. But a great carry from James Roberts.
James Roberts has really taken a leaf out of Andy Fyfe's book there. What a strong carrier, but my God, when he's found some space, he's like running in treacle. BCU are still just outside their 22, so it's going to be a struggle for them to kick to touch here. So they're going to have to come up with a different plan here now. They've got secured the lineup.
Aston have really stopped that maul very well. BCU looking to exploit. That's probably been their main weapon at set piece, and Aston just neutralising that threat.
That's kicked straight out. That's kicked straight out, ref. Taken back in. I'd love to see that back on the replay, see if he was inside the 22 or not. I believe he was taken back in. I know it's lovely to see that we're getting responses, that a lot of people are watching back home who couldn't make it up for tonight's game. Great to see that the sport is up and down the country for a wonderful set of boys.
Some great line-up movement there. BCU not knowing what they're doing.
And another carry up the midfield by Liam. And they've done another seesaw move and they've spread it out left. And now it's Campbell. Yeah, Lawrence Tandy's been able to tidy up the pieces and carry hard there.
Just got back to his feet.
That's great work there by him. That's a by Henry there, but no worries.
Aston just needs to start calming this ball down. Credits them, they're trying to play, but Aston just needs to stick to their system, keep going from side to side, and running this BCU team off the pitch.
What's the score? I don't know. Cricket's still on, sure. BCU Evers.
Your face. Got Fuentes coming onto the pitch now on the wing, replacing Henry Good, which means Sam Gray will go at 9 for Aston.
BCU have a scrum here on the left-hand side. They're really going to have to come up with something special to come through and get themselves back into this game.
BCU front row just can't handle Lawrence Tandy at the minute. He's ripping this front row, he's ripping his opposite number apart, wheeling the scrum round, and he just can't handle him. So hopefully Aston can keep up that pressure and just keep trying to get the penalties off the back of this.
It's been a brilliant game so far. Yes, it's had its ups and downs, but my God, it's been a lot of fun, a lot of playing rugby, and that's what we want to see. We want to see the ball in play as long as possible. Also just noticed that I think Sam Gray has moved to scrum half. That's a good carry by the number 22 from BCU. Held up by Liam for a bit. It'll probably go down now. He's made some good yards there. Got to hand it to him there. Thing is, slow ball. Aston are able to set and get great line speed. Ed's up there. The rest of the back line hasn't. Oh, and Seven's gone for a crossfield kick. Oh, it hasn't quite come off. I would say 10 for effort though.
And that sort of sums up BCU at the minute. They just have to try everything they can to beat Aston. Aston's line speed really shutting them down, really dominant, and no one really knows what they're doing in the BCU team. They're not taking the ball on, at speed or coming onto the ball. The nine's looking sorry for himself, and people are just having to try and pull magical bits out of the locker.
I'm sure Aston will want to attack from here. They're not settling just to exit their half the pitch. They want to put on a show for the crowd that's amounts here. Throughout the evening, more and more seats have been filled. It's lovely to see such a crowd here. And they have played out the back and gone for a kick. Oh, and I don't know what communication channels they're using there, but that has not worked.
Done well to clean that up off the floor. Some great pressure from George.
They've done well there to retain possession. But they have got no options. There's absolutely no one outside the halfway line.
A great tackle that from Balraj, up in the face of the 10 and just stopped him dead. Credit to Bal. I think it's the best thing he's done all game.
Oh, that's a big carry there. But still not being able to get over the gain line. That's been their problem the whole game. They haven't been able to get front football. I'm sure that's gone forward. They're going to play on. Let's go and play on.
BCU put another kick through there. Just trying everything they can, but they've turned it over. And
they've turned it over again. It's just inside the Aston half.
And it's gone forward.
And that's gone forward.
And it has. Aston will be happy with that, relieving the pressure. BCU just can't seem to get a foot in this game. Every bit of attack they have just been shut dead.
We have a centre field scrum here for Aston. We've got both sides to attack from. Liam picks up at 8, gives it to Sam, now to Ed, who's a bit high, but he's going to go kick it through, and that is an absolute corker of a kick, that is. Absolutely putting the pressure back on BCU here.
Aston going to look to keep BCU down here. They haven't been able to exit very well. Every time BCU have tried to mount an attack, Aston have either shut it down and got the turnover, or BCU have made the mistake.
Yeah, BCU are going to struggle to get out of here now. They haven't been able to exit their half they own 22 very well this game. Doubt they'll be able to succeed now.
Aston have just looked too good for BCU tonight, and every part of the forwards have been more up front with them, been more direct around the park, and the backs have just run them off the park all day.
Credit to the coach Whitey, who's trained them on a Monday night. He's definitely instilled the sort of culture into them to go for and play from anywhere. That's how they played tonight. Then
on the field, enjoying watching the boys just see the rest of the game out.
I just looked down at the coach on the sideline, Whitey, and he's all smiles. And who wouldn't be? It's been a hell of a performance from a predominantly backs coach. And Stripes is through here. Can he pass it? Oh, he's going to go for himself. He's there. Oh, has he dropped it? Oh no! What's it going to be? Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. I can't see for me.
Oh my goodness! George Lacey's dropped the ball over the
he might have made a cardinal sin here and believed he scored before he actually put the ball down. We don't know what's happened here.
He's walking about with his hands on his head. He knows he's mucked up there.
It's a good job he has big hands because he's got to put his face in them.
George Lacey, that's absolutely shocking. A great break and just forgot how to finish.
And it's good to see that we've had the addition of Fuentes on the right wing, I believe.
Yes.
So it'll be interesting how BCU exit from here. I believe the 8 will carry, but it's a massive, strong scrum by Aston here. Put real pressure on the 8, who hasn't been able to make a lot of yards.
Let's see what BCU can munder up from this attack here. Back to the 10 for the clearing kick.
And that's a great clearance kick, that is.
Relieve some pressure. That's Aston on the BCU 10-metre line. Hopefully Aston can conjure up some sort of attack here.
It's really great to see that everyone's listening. Even one of our sponsors from Chico is tuning in tonight. Great shout out to him. He's mentored a couple of the boys who have been on placement there, so good to see that he's tuned in and giving it a watch, even though he doesn't know much about rugby itself. Now we'll see what Aston can attack from here. About 20 yards into the BCU half, and they've lost it.
A sloppy line out that
BCU have been able to turn that over. and they're going to look for quick ball here to get it out wide.
Barrage won't be happy with that. He quite prides himself in his line out, and I'm sure he'll look to correct that mistake. The knock-on coming from BCU though, so luckily Aston have managed to let slip there.
This is a
great position for Aston to attack to in the middle of the pitch.
This is where backs absolutely love it. You've got two sides to attack to, and they're going to run around these BCU players now.
Good to see the crowd getting involved, wishing the boys luck on the pitch there. I think a few of them not letting number 14, George Lacey, know that he's dropped the ball over the try line, and I don't think many boys will let him forget that one.
No, I'm sure that'll be constantly repeated for the next couple of weeks before his exams. And they've gone right here, out the back, and Campbell's taken the ball again, carried hard down the right-hand side. They've cleared here, Fuentes, Squirtle as well, giving the ball, clean ball to Sam, who's been able to hit edge at knock 12. Now, great carry by Balraj Ray, and great presentation of the ball. And now they're able to go wide, and they can go wide with a bounce pass by. And I'd rather excited. There's 3 on 1, 3 on 1, 3 on 1. Oh, Ed's done it himself. Oh, no, Ed! He's been too greedy there. He should have given it to the outside man. I don't know what he's done there. Not my lord. He should have given the ball there.
A let off that for Aston. Ed just getting too excited and seeing the try line and bottling it. But West brought it back for the offside. So I think Aston probably kicks the corner here and just look to put the nail in the coffin and get as many tries as they can.
Just looking back at the bench, everyone's grimacing with a bit of knocks and bruises, but my God, they'll be happy with the performance they've put in today, and what most importantly, the scoreboard. It's been absolutely fantastic.
Boys on the sideline again, really looking like they're enjoying themselves. Big smiles all round, and I'm sure the final whistle goes, they'll storm the pitch, and they'll have a great time.
Here we have a chance for Aston to attack from a line out. They have also resorted to a 6-man line out.
Interesting tactics that Aston have never known them go for a 6-man, but it's taken cleanly by Luke Armstrong.
And they're done for more. We have it, the ball, I'm pretty sure, is with Lawrence Tandy at the back, and shifted back to Liam now, who will be willing to break from anywhere. They're still holding form strong here. Still moving forward inch by inch. Oh, now they're really putting the shove on now. Now everyone's joining in. The wingers are joining in. I don't know if they're going to know what to do, but unfortunately, they've got a penalty. And Liam's gone. They're not. Can't have been 10.
Great discipline that from Aston, setting them all, leaving BCU to the only way they can stop that is to come around the side.
Very quick thinking by Liam. That was to push them back now. They're going to go for a scrum here. They're going to walk it over, I think.
Wouldn't be surprised if Liam decides to keep this at his feet and just dot the ball down over the line for what I think will be his second try of the evening.
So here we have the ball being put in now.
Good clean scrum that by Aston, ball at the back foot.
I'll keep it in there now. Now it's out. Now to Duncan. He wants to score himself. He's gagging for it, I'm sure.
BCU done well to neutralise that.
They've worked around the corner. Now Squirtle with a carry. He's always a great ball carrier. Always been hit there, but he's actually made yards again, and he's presented the ball well there. Now Sam's got a quick ball to Duncan, and he's no look pass to no one.
Tom Aston presenting the ball strong now on the floor. Back to Matthew Goodall.
And Ed's got the ball. Afro's going to carry here. And he's got rid of the ball there somehow. And Liam's going to carry again. Oh, and he's thrown the ball. It's gone to Ad, gone to Squirtle. Now they're going to attack that on the left-hand side. There's numbers there. Oh, and luckily I think they've knocked it on here.
Aston just trying to play too much at the minute. They're really, really, really getting excited. And credit to him for trying to play, but try and calm it down if they need to start putting some more scores on the board. Like I said, all credit to the boys there, having some fun and just testing their skill set a little bit, which is great to see.
No, it's lovely. When we were out there on the pitch, yes, it was a bit soft underfoot, but it's dry out there. wonderful conditions. From here, we can't really see much wind, so I'm sure they are enjoying to throw the ball around there, not scared, because they've absolutely executed tonight. Here we have BCU trying to clear their lines, and that's quite a good kick, to be honest.
BCU will be happy with that, relieve some pressure. Just taking himself between the 10 metre and the halfway. Aston going to have to work hard for him to get himself back in the game. A few mistakes has let BCU in, well, not into the game, but relieve some pressure.
Must be a bit demoralising. It's a decent clearance there by the number 10.
Don't think the ref saw the knock-on, which was straight off the BCU player's chest, but unfortunately, Aston not quite getting away with that.
That's a long throw by BCU, and they found the last man.
Well cleaned up there by the Aston.
And Squirtle's trying to get in there for the turnover, and he's got it. That is great strength by the little man.
Great
Took
work there.
And now they're going to ship it wide. Oh, yes. Good. Unfortunately, he's not quite got the desired target, but that's great covering tackle by Stripes.
The crowd growing ever noisier and noisier as the final whistle draws in, looking to really see the boys home, and a big celebration when it does come.
With the result imminent, I can't wait for the celebration. Last time we had pitch invasions, so I'm sure we'll see the same. Here we have the 13 who's made his first real significant contribution in the whole game. And it's a shame because it looks like he's quite a handy ball carrier. Just haven't had front foot ball for him to get up. That's great.
Making another dominant shot there. Full credit to Bow. He's put himself about since he's come on 3 or 4 dominant shots at the 10. Really, really done well tonight. Been impressed with him.
And they've gone wide here. Oh, and the ref's gone down. I don't know what's seen there, but he's got back on his feet, and we're playing on.
A big dominant shot coming in there from Matthew Goodall. BCU don't quite know what to do.
And they're going to try to go down the left-hand side here. And offloaded to the 9, I believe it is. And Tom Aston's got over that ball.
Great turnover that from Tom Aston.
And he's not released the tackler before making the turnover. That's unfortunate. And the 8's gone and picked and go. He's tapped and go. And it's good tackle by...
Getting himself isolated there on his feet.
Ollie Brown is still going. Test it to the man. He doesn't look the fittest on the pitch. He will run for days, he will. And just getting back on the inside, Aston needs to step up on the inside, make sure the line speed comes in from both sides.
From Tom Aston, he definitely released him that time, and that's a let-off for Aston.
Yeah, now we're shipping it. Now. And Liam's going to ship it. Oh, Liam's passed it. You haven't seen that for a while. Campbell's got some space to run into. Oh, and the whistle's gone for some reason.
The referee doing Aston there.
Oh, and there's a bit of feistiness by the 15. I don't know what he's going to yapping about. He has had a shocker of a game.
BCU 13 really letting BCU off there, taking a knee. The referees had to stop the game. Unlucky for Campbell because he was well and truly away.
There we have, enthusiastic as always. We have one of our freshers running out, full pelt to give the boys water. What a sight that is.
Sums up the Aston spirit, that no matter whether you're on the pitch or not, supporting the boys, giving them water, and I'm sure we muchly appreciate by the boys on the pitch that have done an absolute outstanding job.
It's a great reception for the 13 who's had to limp off here. Don't know quite what happened here, but hope he recovers and everything's all right. And helped off by our chairman ourselves. That is true testament to the man he is. Brilliant to see the camaraderie between the two sides.
Aston now with a scrum right on their own 22, 15 metres in. So hopefully they'll be able to muster up some sort of attack. I don't think they'll just look to clear here. They'll stretch their legs and look to just see these BCU boys home.
We've seen Ed has gone into first receiver here with Goodall at 12. So, an interesting call here. There's been a penalty against, I believe, Lawrence Tandy for screwing in. if that is the correct term. I'll check with my forwards.
I do believe the term there was boring in. It means he's just dropped his elbow and driving his opposite number into the floor.
Now Aston will not want to concede here. They've done well this second half and the latter half, and now do not want to concede here. Give nothing to them. Again, resorts to the sixth man. They've gone to that several times this game. Really interesting to see that approach. They've gone short.
Aston holding off here, going to look to neutralise just more as they did the last one. Getting themselves set.
Set on the right hand side. They're going to have
Aston have done well to turn that. And I believe they've turned that over, Aston have.
I believe you're incorrect. I think they still have possession, BCU. And they're driving over, and they look like they're going to score here. Unless it's held up.
And it's a try for BCU. A reluctant cheer from the crowd. That might be last play of the game. I'm not sure how long's left on the clock, but if it is, there'll be a massive cheer. I'm not sure how long's left on the clock, but a few players starting to come onto the pitch.
Yeah, it's nice to hear BCU in full voice after quite a demoralising performance that they've had to sit through today on a cold night. But it's really nice to see both sets of supporters getting on, sitting side by side, enjoying a great evening, which will ultimately result in us going to Walkabout, one of our sponsors. So interested to see what happens here.
Another try that for the BCU 8. I think that's his second of the night. It's really been BCU's life and blood tonight, the only hope they've had.
And
that is the final whistle. Aston have won Varsity. I'm not sure the score, but it's a bit of a cricket score. Full credit to BCU, stuck in right till the end.
We really want to thank you everyone for coming tonight. It's been a great performance from both sides of the scores and from the cheerleaders. We also want to thank BCU for setting up this live stream. The video will also be available on on YouTube recording. So thank you very much. Thank you to the team for doing their bits.
I've been Jack Evans. It's been Will Cope. Thank you very much. Good night.
Till next year.